At RNJ, we're going to heat things up. That's the clarinet of the one, the only, Rick Bogart. Currently appearing at the Broadway Thai restaurant on West 51st Street in New York, and even more currently appearing with us right here on the radio. Rick, welcome.
Hello, Mr. One and Only Russ Long.
Well, yeah, I guess I've been called that and a number of other things, and I hope you don't repeat those things. But I
wouldn't say a word.
All right, that's good. I'll tell you what, there were some folks saying things about you, all nice things, I might add. I don't know if you were aware of it, but I think it was Saturday night, there was a contingent of Hackettstown, New Jersey residents at one of your performances at the Broadway Thai. Do you know that?
They took over the joint.
Oh, did they really?
They took second.
Okay.
I started in New Orleans during the heyday of the French Quarter on Bourbon Street, when we played 6 shows a night, 6 nights a week, with a matinee on Sunday. All the jobs were union, paid pension, health, welfare, dental, and eyeglasses.
All right.
Then I moved to New York City and tried to get going in New York, and worked a lot in Cleveland at the theatrical. And then I got a fabulous job at Harrah's in Atlantic City. And by the way, that's just down the road from you.
Yes. Well, a little bit down the road. When was that? When was that? Did you?
Well, don't tell anybody, but I started at Harrah's in 1983.
All right, just last year, sort of.
Right. You're a lot younger than I am.
Well, not a lot, no, believe me.
But I stayed there I worked there about 24 weeks a year for 12 years, and I was very happy to have that job.
Oh, wow.
And I kept a condo in a place called Brigantine Island.
New Jersey?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah, all right. Well, I mean, you certainly, I did, again, part of my research seems to indicate that you've actually performed in 65 countries. Is that anywhere near being correct?
72.
72. We lost count at 65, obviously. What instilled initially this love for the clarinet and jazz in general?
Yes, well, I guess I grew up with it. That's about the simple part. I just grew up with it.
You grew up, is that part of your family, or where you were living at the time, or what was
That's all I knew, really. I mean, that's the kind of music I listened to. And, of course, when I got my first clarinet, I went to the music store, and I got a clarinet, and they gave me a Beatles songbook.
All right.
At the same time. So the first song I loved was "She Loves You," yeah.
And you did that on the clarinet?
Yeah.
No kidding. Well, yeah. Give us some of your heroes. I know the Beatles maybe, but I mean, was Pete Fountain somebody that you looked up to, or is that not necessarily one of your heroes?
He was a good friend of mine for many, many years, and he still is. He's 80. I think he's 85 now. And he doesn't play anymore, but he sure was a fabulous player, and he was always very kind and helpful to me.
And you say he doesn't play anymore, though, huh?
No.
And actually, for a clarinet player, had a tremendous amount of commercial success too, didn't he?
Well, yeah, he was on that Lawrence Welk show, and it was one of the hottest shows on television.
Yeah. I mean, is it an uphill battle to get commercial success when you're playing jazz and jazz clarinet?
Well, I guess it is an uphill battle. It's a nice battle. You pick your battles. It's a nice one.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, you are obviously making your very own mark in the jazz industry, and that seems to continue. Any thoughts on where we stand today as far as music appreciation? Do you get your due, you think?
I don't think anybody thinks they get their due.
All right.
I'm enjoying it. I'm working. I've been working, and I'm very happy to do every little thing.
I happen to see, and this is, you have your website has a video of some of your work Tell me some of the music that you enjoy doing the most, because you do vocals as well.
Yeah, I got a song it's on the getting on the pop charts. You're not going to believe it. It's called "My Dog Loves Your Dog."
My dog loves your dog. Okay. Now that's on your website, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's where folks can hear it. I don't have it with me right now, but if they want to hear it, it's certainly on your website. What is that website, Rick, so that folks know?
Just Google Rick Bogart. That's simple. Rick Bogart.
All right. How long is your run at the Broadway Tie going to be?
How long is it going to be?
Yeah.
I've been there about 3.5 years. I'll probably
Wow.
stay there a little while longer. Everything's that's an open-ended deal. But I just finished a fabulous contract for the New York Yankees. They have a beautiful nightclub and restaurant on Fifth Avenue and 51st Street, right across from Rockefeller Center. We had a contract for 197 shows within a 6-month period.
Wow.
And that was a lot of fun.
Oh, and you just finished that, you said, right?
Yeah, I just finished.
Wow, that must have kept you pretty busy.
Yeah.
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 197 shows. That's great. Now, again, you're at the Broadway Thai restaurant, which is on West 51st Street in New York. Now, is it every Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, every Saturday and Sunday.
All right. Saturdays you're there from 8 until midnight. Sundays from 6 until 10. And again, I want to reemphasize that, boy, you made a world of an impression on these folks at Count Your Show last Saturday, for these folks from Hackettstown, Rick. So we wanted to have you on the program and invite anyone who is at all interested in great jazz, and specifically great jazz clarinetist, get your show again at the Broadway Thai. Go ahead.
We had a nice show there, and I reminded everybody that night. I reminded them very carefully, and I told everybody, and by the way, this is a Norman Worth production.
Isn't everything a Norman Worth production, honestly?
These days it is.
Listen, Rick, I'm going to let you go, but thank you.
In my book, it is.
Thank you very, very much for spending some time with us. Continued success, all right?
All the best, and see you soon.
Absolutely.